pretty much be guaranteed that if I have 30 minutes to spare and I'm in an area outside of my normal routine, I'm going to pull out my phone and tap into Google thrift stores near me. In the upcoming footage, you're going to see a few clips of me shopping at a new to me Salvation Army that I thrifted in for the first time in Bridgewater, Mass. I just want to take a moment to thank Poshmark for sponsoring today's video. This is kind of like a dream come true for me. Poshmark recently reached out and I'm going to be working with them over the next few months. I am so excited. So more to come on that. Let's enjoy the video and I'll be back soon. I always like to check out the handbags or the shoes in a new store just to get the lay of the land and see what might be in store in the clothing section. Those were just Superga. The next boots I see are by Alberto Fernali, but I did not see this in the store because my eyes are so bad. So I passed on these, which could have been some really good money, although they were a little bit damaged. That did prompt me to make an eye appointment though, so I'm all set for February 10th, in case you were wondering. Prices were pretty average, so I wouldn't say that they were excellent prices, but they did have a 50% off color and a 99-cent color, so that's what I'm really looking for here. Sorry for the gum chewing. We had just come from an Italian restaurant and I was in serious need of some minty breath. These shoes may have been a mistake because I passed on them. They were $15. They are called Z-Coil Shoes. They're designed with a replaceable coil that helps your steps be more safe and more comfortable for you when you walk. They were just like nothing I had ever seen. They were $15. The comps are literally anywhere between like $20 and $150. I probably should have taken a chance because these would have been really fun to follow in my closet, but they were just a little bizarre for me, so I left them behind. I really contemplated this cool vintage Liz Claiborne blazer, but I have so many blazers in my closet right now. And sometimes if I'm oversaturated with one particular category, I will wait a little while until I sell through some stuff. But typically that plaid pattern, something that's standout and not plain, can be a really good seller. Here I'm just doing a quick cart check to see what I might be taking home with me. These are two items that I'm excited to talk to you about in the haul portion. This is also an item that I decide to buy. And this is something that I also pick up. It is a vintage faux fur jacket. This is full price at $12.99, so it took me a while to decide whether or not I was going to take it home with me. I'm making my final round and heading to check out. Today we're going to talk about the items that I found at the Salvation Army and how I listed them on Poshmark, what I expect to get as a return, and I also would really love your feedback because some of them I'm not sure of the value because I couldn't find comps. When I talk about finding comps or looking up comps, that simply means what have other similar items to this sold for. You can look up sold items and you can get an indication of where you might want to price something. So if I see this black blazer and I look up vintage Jones of New York black blazer and I see that they're selling for about $25, I may want to price mine about 20 to 30% higher than that to leave some room for offers. If I see that they're selling for $150, then I will price accordingly to that. With a few of the items from today, it was difficult to find solds, particularly on one item. So let's get into the haul and you guys can give me some feedback on where you think I should price these things. Before we get into the haul, let's hear a quick word about Poshmark. Poshmark is the easiest way to sell items to clean out your closet. You can also find some amazing brands online for up to 70% off. I first downloaded Poshmark in 2016, but it wasn't until 2018 that I actually listed my first item. It was a pair of Burberry clogs that I had found at Savers in New Hampshire, and they didn't fit me or they weren't comfortable or something. And so I listed them on Poshmark. I was giving it a try, and to my delight, like they sold pretty quickly. And from that first sale, I was completely hooked. A lot has happened since that first sale. I have sold over 4,000 items on Poshmark in over 3.5 years. But you don't have to do it full time. It is definitely an app that you can download and you can just clear out your own closet, or you can be on the buying end and you can find some really amazing deals on Poshmark. If you would like to join the Poshmark community, just simply download the app on your phone and you'll receive $10 when you sign up, and then you can start listing right off the bat. It's super simple, and hopefully you will find tips all over my channel on how to best utilize the app and to make some money or to do some fabulous shopping. Either is great. You can use the link in my description if you want to sign on, and you can download the app and get started today. You're gonna love it. It's so much fun. I ended up getting a few pieces of clothing and a couple pairs of shoes. So I want to start with some of the stuff that was on sale. They had a 50% off color, and then they had a 99-cent color. I do love that about Salvation Army. And I got these Pearl Izumi leggings. Pearl Izumi is a company that makes apparel for cyclers. And I think these are really cute. I feel like most of the time I find Pearl Izumi, they're just more like a basic black. And this is kind of like a fun dusty blue. And then it's got the mesh bottom here, and I believe these are an extra small. These are listed for $38, and I'm hoping to sell them between like 20 and 30. They have the built-in pockets. They're in really excellent condition. So I kind of like that these were unique. I think if those were a black pair, I probably would have priced them at 30. Okay, I also got these really cute Athleta leggings, which are an extra small, and these were pretty close together. So there's a good chance that these were from the same person, and they were both half off, I believe. Oh, I'm so glad I'm looking at this. This is the Elevation 7th 8th tights. Oh, I didn't realize that when I did the listing on these. I'm gonna have to go back and edit. So there is the Athleta logo. These are an extra small. I love the teal and the black. They also have the teal detail here with, again, a little bit of mesh at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that. These are in like new condition. They're so nice. Sometimes it's hard for me to gauge the rise when the garment is so small. So these look to be a mid-rise. They don't really look high-rise, but they're tiny. So they could be high-rise on a tiny person. Okay, so some shoes I got. I found these Ellen DeGeneres shoes. I thought these were so adorable for Valentine's Day. I had to grab them. Probably would not have grabbed them if it weren't like a month before Valentine's Day, not even weeks. But I thought these espadrilles were so cute. And the comps were around, you know, like the $30 mark. I'll probably price them at $35 or $32. These cost $5.99. I don't think these were on sale. They're really cute. There's a little bit of wear to the ties. I wanna make sure you can see that. The shoes don't really show any wear on the fabric, but how cute are those? And these are a size 8.5. They're called the Lorana, so I love those. These I almost didn't pick up, but they were unique and I wanted to try them out because I've never sold these ballet flats from Converse, and they're super cute and easy. You can just slip them on. They tie in the back here. I thought they were adorable. So they did have some wear to the top part here, which is very common, and on the side they were a little bit dirty, which is really common with Converse. So all I did was take a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and honestly, it really works well on Converse. So I just went over it, I wet it a little bit. I could probably hit it a little bit more, but it was a huge improvement, and these are really cute, and comps are surprisingly good on these. Perfect for spring coming up, and these are a size 8. These were $3.99, but see, they cleaned up so well with the magic eraser. I thought these were really cute, and sometimes, even if it's not gonna be a huge return, I like to try things out, and I've never tried these in my closet. I have a really good track record selling Converse and Vans. They don't sell for a ton, but they're pretty popular, and they're a consistent seller in my closet, so that's why I picked those up. Hoping they'll sell between $25 and $30. Okay, next up is this really pretty faux fur coat, which I feel like I paid up for a little bit. This was $12.99, and it was off of the new rack. You saw me looking on the new rack, and I just loved the color combination on this. It is faux fur, it is vintage, and it is in perfect condition. It's a size large. The brand is Terry Lewis. So comps for this brand were all over the place if you look at sold comps on Poshmark. And, but I am pretty confident that I can get about $40 to $60 for this. So it's not gonna be this giant return on a $13 purchase, but faux fur is pretty big. I feel like I'm kind of coming to the tail end of picking up lots of jackets and things like that. So I'm just trying to capitalize on the weather right now. It is 0 degrees here in Central Mass today. I got up to walk Lulu and it was just frigid, and we're supposed to get 12 to 18 inches of snow on Saturday. So I will be in listing and filming videos and making lots of food and snuggling on the couch with Lulu Marie. Right, Lou? I think this is really cute, and we'll see how it does. Okay, last 2 items are where I need your help. I have these 2 pieces that you can no longer get anymore. One I found comps for, and one I didn't. So let's start out with the sweatshirt, the Mickey sweatshirt, Tower of Terror. This is awesome. The second I saw it, I knew it was a good pickup. I think they're replacing the Tower of Terror in California, if I'm not mistaken. It's staying the same in Disney World in Florida, but I think they're rebranding it in California. So anytime there's any change to a ride in Disney World, it ups the value on any merchandise. This is just so cute. It shows Mickey in front of the elevator, and the back says, "I suggest you take the stairs," and it's just so cute. There aren't a ton of these listed. One of the comps that I saw on this sweatshirt was for $89 sold. So I have it priced at $125, which is high. So this is where I'm curious, would you price it higher? Would you price it lower to try to just move it quickly? I'm not in a hurry for it to sell. So this was just purchased on Saturday. I'm filming this on Thursday, and it already has 9 likes. So I have it priced at $125. It is from the 90s. I sent out offers for $100 with free shipping or discounted shipping. Let me see. I sent out offers for $100 with $5.95 shipping. So no bites yet, but I'm pretty confident that this is gonna be a good seller. It's got a lot of interest on it. I think I would be able to get that $70 to $90 range, no problem. I wasn't expecting that much interest that quickly. I love finding vintage Disney or anything that is not available anymore, which brings me to this. This is the one that I'm really stuck on. All right, so I saw this, NKOTB, but I'm thinking Red Sox. So I'm thinking, what does that have to do with the Red Sox? Like, I'm trying to figure out what this is. Then on the back, it says Fenway. It's this great, you know, bomber baseball jacket, real traditional looking. It just has a kind of basic tag. Anyway, it turns out that it's New Kids on the Block. I'm sure a lot of you are screaming at the screen by now because you knew immediately what NKOTB was, as I should have. Well, they played at Fenway Park last summer, and I think Belle Biv DeVoe opened for them. Here's the thing, there's not a single one of these jackets online that I can find on any platform. The only thing that I could find that was merchandise was like a VIP kit that sold for $175 or $125, and it had like a little mini baseball bat and like a little pennant, and it was like a swag bag that I think the VIP people got at the concert, but nothing on the coat. If you look at old comps of New Kids on the Block jackets from the 80s and 90s, now then you're gonna get some crazy money. So a lot of them sold in the $200 range. So I priced this at $225. This has not a single like on it. So I'm like, is this just gonna really take the right buyer? I don't know what to do with this. So I'm curious what you would think. Do you think that New Kids on the Block warrant that big price tag? Am I a little out of my mind by pricing it that high? I don't really know. It's tricky when you don't see solds on something, and it is rare. I mean, this is from a concert in 2021 at Fenway Park. Granted, it was 20 years after they were huge, but diehard fans are diehard fans. Like, I have found Taylor Swift sweatshirts, and Swiftie fans are crazy, and I love them for that. This is a jacket, so I don't know what to do with this. So on Poshmark, the Hanging Tough World Tour from 89-90, there are 3-4 jackets listed on Poshmark, and they are between $225 and $275. Although somebody has a tour jacket for $10,000, and then someone has like a cruise jacket on Poshmark for $67. And if I go to sold comps, the jacket sold for $40, another one sold for $100, Magic Summer Tour jacket. That one's different. That sold for $150. In the Hang & Tough Tour jacket, $199. But there's nothing. I mean, there's a lot from the Hang & Tough Tour. So I think I'm gonna bring this down to $150. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But there's not a single one listed, so that's what's throwing me off. Please advise. Let me know your thoughts. The last thing that I purchased this day already sold, and sold in like overnight. It was a Volkswagen button-down Hawaiian shirt, and the second I saw it, I thought, this is so cool. It sold in a bundle. I listed it for $48, which is definitely high, but it sold in a bundle, and typically I give a good deal when people are buying 3 or more items. So on this particular bundle, I honored a 30% discount, so it sold in that bundle, but it sold really fast. Because it was Volkswagen and not just a generic car Hawaiian shirt, that's what prompted me to purchase it. Same with Fenway Park and same with New Kids on the Block. You get a specialty item that's no longer in production that somebody is going to want from like a collection or collectible standpoint, it can really bring some good value in. And the Volkswagen shirt, the New Kids on the Block jacket, and the Disney sweatshirt all kind of fell into that category in my opinion, which is why I grabbed them that day. So in total, for the 2 pairs of leggings and the jacket and the sweatshirt and the vintage faux fur coat, the Converse and the Ellen DeGeneres shoes, I got 7 items. I spent $51. The Hawaiian shirt that already sold, it was $48 less 30%. And then once we got to the 30% number, Poshmark took 20%. I was left with $26.88. So this haul is a little bit more than half already paid for with just 1 item sold. So if both of the shoes and the leggings sell for an average of $25, that's $100 in sales. And then if the jacket sells for about $100 and the sweatshirt sells for about $75, plus the Hawaiian shirt sale, we're looking at over $300 in sales. So I'd be very happy with that for a return, and not bad for, you know, just Googling thrift stores near me and having 1 hour to do some quick thrifting. Let me know in the comments if you are a traveler and a thrifter. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description and check out Poshmark if you haven't already. Download the app and you can get $10 in Poshmark credit and just start making some money. Clear out your closet. It's a great app. Obviously, I'm a fan. If you purchase anything from me and you want to send a cool picture of you modeling, I would love to share it in my Instagram stories. Thank you so much to Poshmark for sponsoring today's video. It means so much to me. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more from me. And I will be back really soon with another video. Thanks guys. Bye.